Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to make a video for the learners who are trying to practice for their speaking but they don't have speaking partners. That's why I hope this video for those learners who are trying to practice themselves. So today I prepared 10 questions for them. Well, especially these questions are very easy to practice or to speak. So for those who are not affordable to speak English, but just try to speak up. So speaking is to speak. If you want to be able to speak, you have to speak. So that's the main point. So if you don't speak, yeah, of course your speaker will not improve. Okay, so if you want to improve your speaking, you have to speak. So that's the main point. So today I prepared 10 questions for all of you. So the first question is, do you like reading? Of course, for example, your hobby is not reading, but in speaking, you have to say like, yeah, of course, you like to have a conversation. So if you want to speak, you should have a conversation. Okay. So for this question, you should say yes, and you should extend your speaking for about 3 to 5 sentences or 1 to 2 sentences. So your speaking will be better, and your fluency will also improve. So don't worry about that. Just try to speak English, okay? So let's repeat it again. Do you like reading? So if yes, say why do you like reading? Okay? So as for me, yes, of course, I like reading because I can extend my knowledge and also my idea. So if I read, I can also contribute what I have learned or what I have read from the book to the people around me or to my friends. So that's why I like reading. Okay? So the next one is that, what's your favorite book? Okay, everybody will have their favorite book. For example, one to start reading. For example, if you're a child, you may like story or comic book. Okay, so you may also have your favorite book. At least you will have one book, right? So what's your favorite book? Please let me know. Okay, so for me, I have a lot of books that I really enjoy to read. So if I have to choose, it would be really difficult for me to choose. But I would say that Wonder. So it's also have Burmese translated book. So I love it because I got a lot of motivations and I got a lot of quotes from that book that I really love, and it makes me live, in my life again. So that's why I really love this book. Okay, so if you want to speak, just practice for this question. Okay, the next one is that, how often do you read? Okay, so I know that everybody is struggling with their problems and also their studies or their lessons, so they may not be free all the time, so they may not have their recess or their break time. But when they have free time, they're just trying to do their hobbies such as gardening or reading. So how often do you read? Okay, so as for me, I read maybe 3 times a week. So in the past, I read more, but right now, I'm really busy. That's why I just try to give 3 times per week for reading. Okay. So what type of book do you enjoy reading? So here you see that type, right? So we have a synonym such as sort, and we also have kind. What kind of books do you read? Or what type of books do you enjoy reading? Or what sort of book do you like? So you can substitute the vocabulary here. Okay, so as for me, I prefer novels rather than other books. So what about you? Do you enjoy novels or fiction or non-fiction or comics book or story? There are varieties of books, right? So what is your favorite book? Just try to speak. It's okay. For example, like if you don't have an idea to speak a lot, just try to speak 1 to 2 sentences. It'll be better. So if you repeat again and again, you will be better. Don't worry about that, okay? So the next one is that, who's your favorite author? So, okay, just let me know. As for me, I have a lot of favorite authors. So what about you? Just try to speak. So for number 6 is, do you prefer reading books or watching movies? So there are two types of people who prefer reading books or who prefer watching movies. So what type of people are you? As for me, I like both. But if I have to choose only one, then I would say reading. Because I can imagine the characters that I really want to create myself. Such as in Burma, we have one book like the guys of Rangoon, and we also have another one is the guys from Mandalay. They're really interesting, and I can imagine the corridors by myself, such as if I want to create the perfect one, such as a Ganmatangi. Yes, of course I can imagine Ganmatangi in my dream. So I really like those kind of imagination. So I prefer reading books rather than watching movies. But as for me, I also like Harry Potter movies because I don't know why, but I really prefer Harry Potter movies because maybe I have never read Harry Potter books. So I like Harry Potter movies, I guess. So what about you? Okay, so the next one is what's the last book you read? So here we're using read, mean it's past tense, it's finished. So we have to pronounce read, not read. Read, read, read. We have to know that, right? So what's the last book you read? So as for me, I'm not so sure, but I think the last one that I have read is yeah, maybe I repeated the book again, Wonder again, because I like this book so much about Augie. I like that character so much. That's why I also recommend you to read Wonder. Okay. So the next one is that do you prefer fishing or non-fishing? So which one do you prefer? As for me, I prefer fishing rather than non-fishing. So what about you? Which one do you prefer? It's okay if you don't have any idea, just trying to speak one sentence. It's also fine. Don't worry about that because you're just trying to dive into speaking recently. That's why it's okay. Okay, just try to speak. No matter it's short sentence or a long sentence, it's okay for you. Okay. So the next one is that where do you usually read? Usually read normally. Okay. So the place that you love to read. So as for me, I just love my room because it's my private area and is it's my personal room. That's why I can do whatever I want. So I really love that place, and I feel like my room is quiet and a peaceful place for me. That's why I have my own space. That's why if I have to do something seriously, I just try to choose my room as my special space. So what about you? What's your favorite place to read a book? So some of the people may prefer that kind of libraries. So what about you? Do you prefer library or your home or cafe? Because the teenagers also trying to read or trying to do their hobby in cafes. So it's also a trendy, right? Okay. So the very last one is that do you like to read alone or with others? So yeah, I think this is not too difficult for you to answer, right? So as for me, I prefer reading alone because I can, also think. So is this true or is this information real or not? Or I can also research the data or the information. That's why I prefer reading alone. But after I have finished the book, I like to discuss with my friends, such as what I have learned or what they have learned. So we discuss and we share each other. We share, sometimes we also share one another. So I really love that kind of activities after I have read. But during reading, I never share with others because I feel like I'm not doing alone, or I don't have any confidence, or I cannot concentrate on reading very seriously. That's why I just read alone. So what about you? For example, do you read alone or do you like to read with others? So if you like read with others, so share me what kind of knowledge or what kind of activities do you normally do with your friends or with your partner or with your colleague? Okay, so let me know. So as for me, they are very easy question for you to practice. That's why now you may be listening to me or you may also be talking to yourself. So next time, just try to speak yourself. For example, just repeat this question again. Don't worry about that if you feel like you're just repeating the same question again and again. But don't worry about that. You'll be better. Your fluency will be improved if you practice again and again. Repeating doesn't mean like you're not improving. Repeating means that you're just trying to improve yourself. So just trying to repeat and just trying to, for example, for the first time, you may answer only one sentence, but the next time you may answer two sentences, or the last time you may answer three sentences or more. So just try to believe in yourself and just try to practice again and again. So practice makes you perfect, right? and also practice makes a perfect. That's why just trying to speak. Okay, just repeat the same question again and again. Okay, so today, that's all for today. In the next video, I would be sharing about both or grammar or another speaking questions for you. So I hope you may have something for me. So I'm also an English learner, and I will also share the journey that how I start my journey, my English journey. So I'm also the same with you. For example, now you're also English learner, and I'm also English learner, and I'm just sharing what I have learned or what I know in my life. So that's why don't worry about that. So let's learn together and let's dive into English together. So don't worry too much. So just trying to speak up. Okay. So bye bye. See you in the next video, and I hope your English will be improved. Okay.